Hello, everybody. Yes, it is I, the greatest person of all time, the man of dragons with attitude up in here. Today, today we are back in a live stream. This time we are promoting and publicly promoting the album, the soundtrack, and explaining about the new album cover that I am doing today. Today, notice that this is just the explaining bit. This is not anything that is to do with the actual movie. This is not the full movie. This is explaining. We're explaining of what is this about. Dragons with Attitude. Attitude, the story of the Dragons with Attitude movie. What is it about? The context. What are we watching today? Well, the context of this movie is, well, I basically the movie is public. I'm publicly expressing about the movie. This is a movie that's coming out very soon in my mind. It's about myself. I play myself, and I basically be in this movie, and I play me as myself. All my other friends are in this movie. This movie takes place on September 5th, 2025, when Thomas Clayton, that's me, was identified as Dan and was going through stuff, his downfall. So he became the man he was supposed to be. The reason for this movie, the context and the idea came about this movie. Obviously, it's about my downfall and the way things struggling on Dragon's Attitude. The movie is coming out in 21st of 03, 2026 at 14.15 at 14:15 UK time. USA, however, different day, 16th of 03, 2026. So yeah, but the way I did this movie is intention. I realized I had so the movie was already made in like 2025 in October, but I didn't want to make it in October, so I redesigned it to look like this. This is like this is what you're greeting with. Like as you can see, you see like moviness. It's on Thomas and Kinchick if you want to watch it of the full like breakdown. So the breakdown of this movie, I play a character that is myself, but I also play my Roblox slash Discord name called Dan. So it's like MMM. It's like Marshall Mavericks plays Stan, but obviously he's not Stan because he did a song called Stan. He plays Slim Shady. But Marshall Mavericks, take Marshall Mavericks and take MMM. Those are two, and also in the middle, take Slim Shady. Those are characters. And I think what the downfall is, if I turn my sound up a little bit, what is the downfall is that myself can't I don't want to play this character that I created. You know, Dan. I want to be forever known as Thomas Clayton. And that's why we're greeting with this, like, that's why we're greeting with this thing, this little movie slash documentary. This is not a documentary, by the way. This is a breakdown. So the breakdown starts with the movie, like, basically, it just basically sees me lonely, distress, and anger, and pure rage. And then it just takes place in September 6th, 2025. And basically, in that particular timeline, it also takes place in any other dates, like 2021, 2022, 2023. That's when 2021, where I meet River for the first time with my friends. 2020 is where I meet Dark Dragon. So it will have different characters and different people that I met. It's about my life. It's about where I want to do. What I want to do is best. And I feel like people would understand what I'm going through. And that's why I created this. Because forever no, forever known I am. I'm forever known as Dan. Because I created that character during Roblox. Look, if you take a look at my account on Roblox, this is what I look like. This is Dan. This is Dan. This is my account. This is what I own. This is me. But what the movie is talking about and the breakdown, this one, is talking about that betrayal and heartbreak and ultimate betrayal against friends that I had and struggles. Obviously, obviously I don't want forever to known as flipping Dan. So that's why I created this like character. Dan is not a real character. We all know him. Dan is not a real character. I made it on Roblox fake. It's a fake name, but people would know that, oh, that's your actual name. It's not. I created it because the reason why I created the name Dan is that I watch, too much of freaking, too much Dan TDM, too much Daniel Middleton. That's where I got the name from. I got the name from Dan because I got rid of TDM and I put Dan. So that's why. But obviously, I am now stuck forever known as Dan. So I'm struggling to actually understand who I am now. And that's obviously the movie. The movie is like talking about me, but I'm not myself like Thomas Clayton, because that's actually my name. That's actually my name. But my actual name is Thomas Clayton, because I say it a bunch of times, but I don't get recognition. But this movie, when you watch it, it will be sick. The soundtrack is coming out, obviously. There's a soundtrack out there. There is a soundtrack, if I mind showing you. There is a soundtrack right here, right now. Yeah, I'm just going to show you it. But first I need to, basically... Yeah, obviously, obviously, I don't want to be known as Dan anymore. Dan is an old name that when did I create my account? I created my account in 2020, so 4 years. And also, if you look at here, friends with my river, friends with my river since I don't think it was 2021. Sorry, that was in 2021. That's 2020. So no, that's 20. No, when did we became friends? I remember we became friends at 2020 because I was a noob account. I didn't have any Roblox. I made a fresh start account, so that's why I met her. Obviously, like, I was poor back then. I didn't have no Robux. But 4 years it's been since I became friends. But honestly, like, it's good because I'm doing what I'm like. But now there's also some sound. There's also some like music. There is a lot of music. There's about, I was gonna say 13, but there is many more. So like, relax. Let me show you the album cover, and I want you to know how good these soundtracks. There's also another soundtrack, but there's soundtracks also. There's songs, and then there's also so many songs. So let me upload these. Let me upload these. So let me go to post. So this is the soundtrack. The soundtrack for the movie. Now, it does actually look cool, but I did not create that. Unfortunately, I copied and pasted flipping Marshall Maverick's new stands, the movie. Sorry, but it does actually look good, and I'm impressed with it. So hopefully, hopefully MMM's label company doesn't call me and flipping say to me, "Oh, that's copyrighted. You can't do that. I'm taking it off." So, but you can see, and then there's also some soundtracks, some songs. So you can kind of see. So the first one is Dragons with Attitude Public Announcement 2026 intro. So that's the intro to it that I'm going to do on my phone really quick because that's easy. Dragons with Attitude, if I should fall behind 2026. Dragons with Attitude, halfway there to on love yet, but it's too much for me 2026. Dragons with Attitude, across to the river, will you show me where to go 2026. Dragons with Attitude, Somebody to Be Right, which to me is the most racist song ever because John Lewis and Sean did it. Thomas Clayton, Send a Message to River, skit 2026. Dragons with Attitude, Goodbye My Friend, featuring River 2026. River reads the message from Dan, which again, I don't want to be called Dan anymore. Skit 2026. Dragons with Attitude, My Mistake to You, I Feel Bad to You 2026. Dragons with Attitude, No More Dan for Me, Just Call Me Thomas Clayton 2026. Thomas Clayton, Send Another Message to River, skit. River reads the One More Message, skit. Dragons with Attitude, American Venom, featuring River 2026. And basically, that's how the music goes. Obviously, like, that's the music, but it doesn't end there because like, basically, how I'm doing I'm doing totally fine. But that's that's where the sound comes from. These are soundtracks for this album cover. Like, as you can see, it's a good album cover, by the way. Good album cover. I respect Eminem for doing that to me. I love that. But there doesn't end there. 13 songs. I mean, it's technically 13 soundtracks. Oh my god, I forgot. There is going to be more. Right, let me edit this real quick. We are editing it, so it doesn't matter. So 14, 15. Where do we go up to? Let's do 21, because honestly, like, it's such a good album cover. I want to spoil myself. So, like, basically, I'll do 21. 21 is a lot in paper, but 21 is not that bad. Look at that. All this. There's going to be many more skits. So, where I got the skits from is MMM, Marshall Mavericks. I got the skits from Marshall Mavericks, from his skits. How, like, he did Paul Rosenberg skit. Yeah, that's what he did. So, I did that to him. Thomas Clayton. I want to do a call, but I don't think River's down. So, I'll do a fake call. Like this. Like how no, that's too sinister. I want to do another song. Okay, so we gotta do Dragon Attitude real quick. Dragons with Attitude. No, that Dragon Attitude will go here, and then it will go down here, and then I guess this one, and then 21 is the final one. No, 21 will be like, Thomas Clayton. Would I do curtain calls, curtain down, or would I just do like a saying goodbye to the fans? Saying goodbye to the fans. So it's like a skit, basically, because Marshall Mavericks had a skit, which, like, curtain calls, curtains, like, not 2025, you idiot. These are all coming out in March 15th. They're all coming out in March 15th. Some of them might come out in March 16. So this will come out in March 15th. So any skits will come out is March 13th. So this. Hang on. I just want to make it simple. Not too simple, but like, just doing this real quick. The whole point of this is, like, basically this. Okay. So yeah, that is that is, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna stop. So this is only just like the prequels, because like this is not like anything other stupidness. I'm gonna stop. Because it is literally 16 p.m. for, like, Canada time. So I'm just gonna stop anyways. So yeah, that's basically it. The Dragons for Attitude movie will come out very soon. So I hope you guys liked and subscribe, and as always, uh, good night, I guess. I don't know what time is in the United Kingdom, because like basically the location is set to United Kingdom, but I'm in Canada and it is 6:17 p.m. So good night, I guess, the United Kingdom people. Bye bye.